Yeah, the really interesting thing, I think, both to me and to investors was that it wasn't a full acquisition. It was a majority stake. And I think a lot of people were expecting a full acquisition, which is probably why we saw the shares fall. I spoke to advisors on it. I got some inside source. It sounds like there was a lot of concern that shares of L Brands have fallen so much over the past few years that to sell the whole company now, it's kind of a tough pill to swallow. So the pitch to investors is have faith that Sycamore can turn things around in Victoria's Secret, and you can kind of ride it on the upside.
Because we were going to say, should we call it L Brand if it's down to just Bath and Body Works? But I guess it does retain some exposure to Victoria's Secret, maybe on the upside.
Exactly, that's the goal.
What do you guys think?
But that also speaks to how cheap it was. I mean, I think even when your article broke, which was great, I think everyone was thinking, including analysts, about a much higher valuation than $1.1 billion. Think about Lululemon, which has half the sales and is valued at $34 billion.
Wow.
And it's just, I just think people didn't think it was going to go that cheaply, and that just shows how far it's fallen.
It does, but I will say I've spoken to a number of private equity sponsors about the deal. It is kind of within the realm of other sponsor interests. So I think maybe analysts were overestimating its value.
But can it be turned around, right? I mean, like, it's really fallen behind the times. Its advertising doesn't seem to resonate with young women anymore. And some of the brands that Sycamore has bought up also haven't really done that well. So what's the plan here, and is it able to come to fruition? I think will be really interesting for people to watch.
It's a great question, and I don't know that, frankly, anyone has the answer, and I haven't gotten the answer yet. What I can tell you is, and I mentioned this last time, Sycamore is known for kind of getting down and dirty. That's their shtick, and Victoria's Secret, L Brands, Les Wexner has long had a majority stake. The board has long been very insular, and so many people believe it hasn't been run efficiently. So whether or not they can turn it around, that's one question. But their ability to cut costs, make it more efficient, there's probably room to go there.
Are they going to get rid of him?
He's stepping down, as CEO. And he's staying on the board, but he's stepping down as CEO and chairman.
They should bring back swimwear. That's the only thing I ever got from
They
Victoria's
canceled the
Secret.
fashion show, though. To me, that was like the biggest cultural, we don't want this anymore, when the fashion show was a no-go anymore.
But an acknowledgement of how much things have changed.
And how non-inclusive it's become.
Right. That's why my favorite research note a couple weeks ago was the firm that called Nike the new Victoria's Secret, basically saying that's where the sexy is today. You know, it's inclusive. They had this show with like 100 different body types and people in it, and we all know athleisure is. I mean, you can't even actually work out in athleisure these days. Let's be serious.
It's
sequined.
Yeah.
Right?
To be honest,